Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This article that I will read for you and I will talk about is a good example of showing how a country, good or bad, shows how strong and independent it is. As I said, good or bad. So let's see. And the weasels never like when you use their methods of thinking and you use facts and evidence to say, you know what, you're talking smack. So let's see what's going on here. This article comes from Sputnik and it is from today, the 7th of December 2022. Russia's Lavrov calls United Nations resolution on reparations for Ukraine, and I'm quoting, legally null and void. So means squat to us. And you say, well, you can say that, but you know, if they consider it that way, United Nations is after all. Well, United Nations has limitations. It has status and statutes that would allow it to do certain things or not. It's like you have the police having the right to, I don't know, go and I don't even know, go across the sea, local police go across the seas and arrest someone in another country. It doesn't have the jurisdiction. That's the same thing. I mean, they can say, well, we're going to arrest you, blah, blah, blah. That's fine if you show up on our jurisdiction. The same here. You got your jurisdiction, you have your statutes that charter, whatever, does not allow you to, I mean, it allows you, but then it shows something else that you are not, but you want to be. Anyway, so let's see. Moscow. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Wednesday that the United Nations resolution on reparations for Ukraine had no legal force and the UN General Assembly did not have the authority to make such decisions. Now, is Lavrov lying just like that? Or it's a matter of interpretation? What is it? So, and I'm quoting Mr. Lavrov, no resolution of this kind has legal force. It is largely null, it is legally, not largely, legally null and void and will not be imposed on Russia or any other countries. It is simply discrediting the UN General Assembly, its reputation and functions, Lavrov said at the 8th Primakov Readings Forum. The UNGA is, so that's the United Nations General Assembly, is not authorized to make such decisions, and it has no competence for this, Lavrov added. In mid-November, the United Nations voted in favor of the resolution calling for the creation of a reparation payment mechanism for damages caused by Russia in Ukraine during its special military operation. Moscow opposed the resolution, calling it a legally non-binding document. Well, I would like to find more, but I think it's going to be boring for a lot of people if I find why exactly this is null. Why do you say it's void and null? Why? Based on what? You don't have the authority. I would like, I would look into it to find out, to clear for my own, knowledge. Why do they call it null? The Kremlin also accused Western countries of trying to steal Russian gold and foreign exchange reserves for reparations and pledged to do everything possible to return the seized assets. Everything possible. I'm going to show up with a commando on Monday at the bank and get the gold from there. On Monday, you're going to airlift it with a helicopter and go to get it into a, MiG. On Monday, a source in the United Nations told Sputnik that Ukraine has also prepared a draft resolution to set up an international tribunal on Russia, and the UN General Assembly would likely vote on it early next year. Well, as I said, I do not have the information to support or to discredit Mr. Lavrov's statements. But I think that he would not make a fool of himself like that because he's doesn't seem to be that kind. As of now, I haven't seen him talking something that is, but even if there would be a United Nations, let's say United Nations has that authority. The United States, yes, will do that. Do you think that Russia will say, yes, sir, we're going to do that? I guarantee you 100% the Russians will say, okay, niet, bye-bye. I think that's what they're going to do. And that's the way, let's say this is Iraq. And let's say Iraq will, before the coalition would invade the sovereign country, independent country of Iraq. Let's say the Iraq would say, no, you have no authority, bye-bye. Okay, what do you think would happen? We're going to fuck you up. That's what's going to happen next. But here is the problem. You can't do that to Russia. So again, it's a certain kind of set of laws for certain kind of countries and other set of laws. Not as a same set of laws is the enforcement of those laws, let's put it this way. Because the laws are still there for all of us. The problem is how are they enforced? And, remember, United Nations also had a lot of resolutions passed, more exactly 29 in number, condemning United States' embargo on Cuba. So they were to condemn, but they did not have the authority to impose anything on the United States. They didn't say, because this embargo, dilapidated, destroyed or at least, affected, negatively impacted the Cuban economy and Cubans' standards of living. That means you owe them reparations. Why would you do that? That's unilateral. It's nothing voted by anybody that, yes, that should be done, like here. What do you think the United States would do? And besides, 29 times the United States says, okay, so you condemn that. What are you going to do about it? That's what happens in life. You can condemn this, you can condemn that, you can don't like that, I don't like that, you don't like that. The bottom line is, what are you able to do about it? If nothing, it remains as like right now. I'm telling you, United States was condemned 29 times. Did the United States change anything? No. Did the United Nations do anything about it? Just that's it. The same with these guys here. Now, if Russia would be a weak Russia, which means those guys in the leaders of Russia, the democratic elected government, the leaders and the government, if they would be just pulled a Nuremberg trials on them and hanged all of them, then yes, this would have teeth. Teeth, okay? They would have teeth. That means that Russia will all of a sudden agree to everything. Yes, we're going to pay reparations. Yes, we start. How much you want? Everything, go ahead, take everything. Yes, you want to control our resources, energy industry. Yes. Who you want over there? You want Mr. Grossberg or want Mr. Bogerstein? Which one you want to control our finances? You want Stein or Berg, or who do you want? Or Cohen? You want Cohen over there to take care of our finance? Or who do you want? And anything goes. Or maybe you want, I don't know, Victoria Nuland or something like that. Or maybe Hunter Biden. He's a good candidate because he knows a lot about, woo, yeah, let's do it, baby. So, this is it. As I said, a strong country is a strong country. And if it's independent and sovereign, as Russia is, you can't do shit. And United States, for the same matter. And it's a little club. And the power obviously wanes as you go lower, and then is no power. For about 95% of the world, the countries of the world, there's no power. 95. So it's about 180 some countries out of 193. They have no power. So anything that happens to them, they gotta do it. And you got a few that you can't really do. I mean, you can act upon, like Iran or North Korea or countries like this, but you have countries that are untouchable, like, let's say, France, Great Britain, Germany, Italy, United States. Oh, how could I forget? Israel, obviously, and countries like this that they will not be touched. They are immune to the authority of the law. I mean, the law will say that, but no implementation. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.